Welcome back to Inside Macbeth, the podcast where Shakespeare gets exposed. Today's episode is basically a true crime documentary, but make it 1606.
Today, we're breaking down how Macbeth goes from national hero to Scotland's most problematic king. Our big idea, our thesis, is that Shakespeare uses ambition as a destructive force, and he shows it through soliloquies, dark imagery, and character relationships that completely spiral out of control.
Like, ambition isn't the villain at first. Macbeth starts off winning battles and earning respect, but once Shakespeare introduces prophecy and pressure, that ambition mutates into paranoia, violence, and zero moral compass.
So buckle up, because today we're talking inner thoughts, bloody hands, toxic relationships, and a man who absolutely should have gone to therapy instead of becoming king. So let's start with soliloquies, aka Macbeth talking to himself like he's on a mental breakdown live stream.
Shakespeare loves letting us hear Macbeth's thoughts, and that's how we know ambition is already messing with them early on.
So let's talk about it. In one of his first soliloquies, Macbeth admits, "My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes on my single state of man." He hasn't done anything yet, but just thinking about murder is already making him spiral.
That's wild. Shakespeare is basically saying, yeah, this guy knows it's wrong. He's not confused, he's just tempted.
And fast forward to later in the play, we get the famous tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow soliloquy, where Macbeth sounds completely numb.
No guilt, no fear, just existential burnout.
Shakespeare uses soliloquies to track Macbeth's emotional collapse, from anxious and conflicted to totally empty. Ambition doesn't empower him, it deletes his whole personality.
Okay, let's talk imagery, because this play is basically sponsored by blood and darkness.
Before killing Duncan, Macbeth says, "Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires," which is Shakespeare's poetic way of saying, "Don't look at me while I do something evil."
That line is huge. Light equals goodness and darkness equals evil. Macbeth already knows his ambition is morally disgusting, so he wants to hide it.
And after the murder, he looks at his hands and says, "Will all great Neptune's ocean wash its blood clean from my hand?" He's not worried about stains, he's talking about guilt.
Like, even the ocean can't fix what ambition has did to him.
I tried to change.
Shakespeare uses blood imagery to show that once Macbeth crosses that line, there's no one but him.
And spoiler alert, the blood imagery never stops. It follows him mentally until the end of the play.
Now, let's get into the most toxic power couple in literature.
Macbeth starts as brave Macbeth, respected and loyal. Shakespeare builds him up so that the fall hurts even more.
Then enters Lady Macbeth, CEO of Bad Decisions Incorporated.
She literally asks evil spirits to strip her of her compassion when she says, "Unstick me here, and fill me, top full of direct cruelty." Shakespeare characterizes her as someone who wants power so badly, she's willing to erase her humanity.
At first, she controls the ambition in the relationship. She pushes Macbeth to kill Duncan.
But then, the tables turn. Macbeth's ambition outgrows hers. He starts ordering murders without telling her. Banquo, Macduff's family, like he's running his own villain arc.
And Lady Macbeth, she collapses, sleepwalking, hallucinating blood. Shakespeare shows ambition destroys both of them, just in different ways.
But wait, we can't just ignore the witches. They drop the prophecy and vanish like, "Good luck, king."
Important point. They never tell Macbeth to kill anyone.
At all. Shakespeare uses dramatic irony. We know the prophecies are misleading, and Macbeth takes them as permission.
His ambition fills the gaps. He chooses every violent step. Shakespeare makes it clear, fate may suggest, but ambition decides.
So, to wrap this all up, Shakespeare uses soliloquies, imagery, and characterization to show ambition as a dangerous force that corrupts Macbeth from the inside out.
Macbeth doesn't lose everything because of fate or the witches. He loses it because he lets ambition override his morals, his relationships, and his sanity.
And honestly, that's why the play still works today. Ambition without limits can turn anyone into a walking disaster.
So, moral of the story, chase your goals, just don't murder people for them.
Thank you so much for listening to Inside Macbeth. Next time, we're unpacking the witches because they absolutely knew what they were doing.
See you next episode, and remember, If someone predicts your future, maybe you don't make it worse.
And honestly, I'm gonna kill myself. That's what. She's willing to embrace her humanity.
Yo, smile. He was being very rude. He don't know how to get his cousin out.
At first, she controls the ambition in the relationship. We don't even have our microphones.